welcome back to Happy Apple Core Homestead. It has been a little bit over 3 weeks since I planted my seed starts here in my studio, which also serves as my grow room. This room is kept at a constant 66 degrees, which is great for 99% of these seeds. So today we are checking the germination rate because at this point, all of these seeds that I grew for this year should have germinated. In front of me here, I have an entire tray, 50 cells of lettuce. And I got one, there's a couple tiny ones that have come up and it's really, really bad. I double checked. I did not use an old pack of seeds like I suspected maybe I did. So I just got a bad batch, you guys, and I buy all organic seeds from reputable companies, and you know what? Sometimes this just happens. It's not a regular occurrence, so I'm not gonna let it get me down. But I am gonna replant this entire flat of lettuce. And also we have some tomatoes here. I've got a couple where I accidentally got 2 seeds in, and so I'm just gonna pluck out the one that looks the least, I don't know, like happy or big or whatever. So off he goes. I know it kind of hurts the heartstrings a little bit to kill a plant, right? But if we just let it go, then they're gonna get root bound, and tomatoes are pretty sensitive. They don't like their root ball torn apart when they're being transplanted. So I'm just doing it now while the roots are very small. So let's go ahead and make sure there's only one in each of these. And where we got a little bit of a low germination, we will go ahead and plant new seeds. And this one wasn't bad. There's like 2, 3, 4, 5 of the red pearl, which is the grape tomato that I'm growing. Not too bad, since looks like I did 25 of them. It's not the best germination rate, but it's not the worst either. Over here I have some bergamot. The bergamot, it is coming up. It's coming up a little bit slower than I expected, and it could be because the temperature's just a little bit too cool in here. If your seeds like warm environments such as a bergamot, then your germination rate could be a little bit slower than what it would be if I bump that temperature up to like 68 degrees. And then here I have marigold. Germination rate very poor on the marigold this year, and I'm not really sure why. I'm disappointed about that, but I have more seeds, so I'm gonna go ahead and replant them. Here I have all basil, and we've got over 50%, but I would have liked to have seen 75% at a minimum of a germination rate. So some of my seeds, you guys, I'm not really sure why, but they're just struggling. Back behind me here, those are all doing great. We've got peppers, onions, all kinds of herbs and stuff back there. They're all doing great. These 4 were the ones that I really just wanted to focus on today, even though I will go through every single tray and make sure that a new seed is popped into each cell where I don't see anything growing. Okay, let's start with the lettuce. I have several different kinds of lettuce here. My favorite lettuce is Drunken Woman Frizzy Headed. Yes, that's actually what it's called. It is a butterhead, and that is actually the name of it. This seed pack, it's organic, it came from Territorial, and it was packed for 2025. So she better grow, you guys. Now, lettuce seeds do not need to be planted deeply. You can just sprinkle them right in. I don't do just one per cell because I grow my lettuce in big bunches. So just pop it in and then gently press down. That's all you need to do to get your lettuce seeds started. Okay, we've got our lettuce seeds done. I will tamp these down a little bit later, and I'll keep an eye on these because really 3 to 5 days, we should start seeing these pop up. And if we don't, we know we've got a bad batch of seeds, and I may go ahead and give the company a call just to let them know that their germination rate was like way off. Next, we are going to take care of these tomatoes. So I've got 25 of the red pearl and 25 of the blue beech. And I want to make sure that I plant the right tomato in the right spot, as opposed to this tray of lettuce where we were just like willy-nilly throwing it in there because the whole tray is lettuce. And with the tomatoes, I do just put one seed in each cell. And so these are the blue beech. And I thought I saw a cell in here. Okay, never mind. I have 100% germination rate for the blue beech, so I just need to get some red pearls. And just one seed per open cell. Okay, and we'll just very lightly cover that up. And this soil is already very damp, so not necessary to water it in like we do when we first plant them. Now onto the marigolds. Also, these were from strictly medicinal seeds, packed for 2025. Germination rate is very, very poor this year, but they're not old seeds. These also should have germinated within 3 to 7 days. The temperature here is appropriate for this plant. So we'll go ahead and put one more seed in each pod. And these seeds are very cool looking. Here's what the marigold seeds look like. And the marigold seeds just need to be barely covered with the soil, so don't shove them down in there too far. And I have some more marigolds over here. And of these 10, only one has come up. So I'll get those replanted. And lightly tamp them down and just barely cover with soil. Now we're going to move on to the basil, another strictly medicinal seed packed for 2025. And this one here, they have put on that it has a 90% germination rate. This is not quite 90%, but it's close. So I'm not gonna nitpick it. I'm just gonna go ahead and replant the ones that did not grow up. Basil seeds are super tiny and I grow a lot of it, so I do sprinkle in a couple of seeds into each cell. And these two, just gently tamp them down. They don't need to be planted deep in there or they might not germinate at all. Okay, 3 trays down, 1 to go. We've got some bergamot here. That's the last one that we're gonna do, at least while you and I are visiting. Okay, here is the bergamot seeds, again from Strictly Medicinal, packed for 2025. This one does not have a germination rate stamped on it, and we may know why. But that's okay, we're gonna go ahead and give it a little bit of a replant. And hopefully, in a couple of weeks, all of these will be up and running and happy. This one has rapid germination, so none of these are plants. I mean, some plants, you guys, there's plants out there that take years to germinate or require special things like cold stratification, which we talked about earlier. I went ahead and put a couple of bergamot seeds in each one of the cells that didn't have any action, just because it looks like this germination rate for this year and just isn't that good. Well, folks, this is all just part of the gardening experience, making sure that your seeds germinate, keeping an eye on them, making sure that they stay in a constant temperature, under some bright lights, and watered. I have these in trays so I can water them from underneath as opposed to on top. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of all of those done and checked, and then I will be back with you very soon I think we're gonna do some infused oil straining maybe in the next couple of days. Also, I'm gonna teach you how to make an herbal athlete's foot powder. I'm excited to share my recipe for that with you. I will see you soon, okay, you guys? Bye!